Hey everybody, so this is what I drove back from Nashville last Sunday in. It was pouring down rain when I got in my car to come back home, and it did that for probably about 30 or 40 minutes, and then it just stopped. Like I could see the sun in front of me, and when I got to that little sunny spot, it just quit. And then it started again after maybe a minute or two of it not raining. It started again, and it poured down for about 5 more minutes. And then it just stopped, and it didn't rain on me again for the rest of my trip back home. And it never rained here at all. It was just, like I said, it's pouring down rain, and I hate driving in the rain, especially on the interstate, because people drive like crazy, and you know, they're going like 70 miles an hour, and it's just they kind of scare me sometimes. But anyway, that's how my trip back went. It's a video, dear.
Oh.
I can take a picture too. Smile. Okay. Are you presenting the sunflower?
Yes. Is this a video still?
Yes. I did some video, or did a picture too. We are in the sunflower field. Stacy made me come. Yes, she did. She made me come.
Uncle Billy called me to tell me about them.
It's pretty though. They're pretty.
I kind of like this one. It's not open yet.
That one looks more like the ones that eat the zombies.
It's a thing. No, the sunflowers don't eat the zombies. The zombies eat the sunflowers, but it slows the zombies down so they can't move across the field quite as fast. And the pod things kill the zombies. I don't know. Maybe those are sunflowers. Maybe they're shooting sunflower seeds. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Stacy says it's all about the angle.
It's definitely all about the angle. That's really the only thing that matters in life. Doesn't matter what you look like straight on. If you have the angle right, everything will work out. It's thundering.
It's thundering now.
Thundering. Say it right, Jennifer.
Thundering. What did I think?
Why there's a bee. There's a bug. Sorry. Why are the sunflowers on this side of the field smaller than the sunflowers on that side of the field? Does it have to do with the sun? Or does it have to do with these are baby sunflowers and those are grown sunflowers? Are these like the little kid sunflowers? What's the answer? I don't know.
I don't know either, Stacy. I just don't know. Sunflowers as far as the eye can see. This was my run on Tuesday. I ended up going to the gym and running on the treadmill because it rained quite a bit that afternoon. I was afraid it was going to rain again. It ended up not raining again, so I probably would have been okay outside. But at least if I go to the treadmill, even though I'm not a big treadmill fan, at least then I can distract myself by watching either Netflix, or right now I'm into that show on ABC's app, so I can watch it while I run. And I ran 30 minutes, and I walked like a 5-minute warm-up and a 5-minute cool down, so I did 40 minutes overall. New toy finally came. Beginning to wonder, because UPS was taking forever, but I got a KitchenAid mixer. I've been wanting one forever. Okay, maybe not forever, but for a very long time. And I finally caved. Target had one on sale. It's not the great big one, but it is a 4.5 quart, so it's plenty big enough. We don't have the counter space to keep it in the kitchen all the time, so I'm gonna have to like put it back in the box and store it in the basement or our storage building after I use it between uses. But I am going to use it tonight and try it out and see how it works. I'm going to make some blueberry muffins and see how they go. So I made new muffins. I tasted a little bite right there. As of that right now, the bite I tasted was pretty good, but not bad for my
first attempt. The recipe didn't make very many muffins though. It only made, what, 9? But that's okay. I'd probably just eat more if I had more. So, anyway. Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, July the 18th. Sorry for the background noise. I think they're paving somewhere around here. I don't know where exactly, but it's kind of loud, so I apologize. Sitting in my car eating my lunch, and I was watching, I've been watching The Last Defense on the ABC app. I meant to watch it when it was on TV, and I forgot about it when it started, and so now I've been trying to catch up on the app. I'm now on to like the second story. The first one was about a woman in Texas. This one is about a guy in Oklahoma, outside of Oklahoma City. I don't really know why I like shows like this, because I love Investigation Discovery Channel, and I watch Disappeared a lot on there, and I really don't like stories that don't have endings to them. And that's kind of the way this Last Defense makes me feel, because it's like the people are professing their innocence, but they're on death row, and so that's kind of why I think it's against the death penalty. So, you know, these people are professing their innocence, but they were found guilty, and so it's kind of telling their story, and, you know, it's telling the story from both sides. I think it does really well, but so I definitely would recommend it. I really like Viola Davis, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to watch it. I mean, on top of liking the true crime stuff, but it does, to me, it's like if I were on a jury, it would be very hard for me to find them guilty. You know, I'm not saying whether they did it or whether they didn't, because I don't know. I wasn't there, wasn't on the jury, but to me, it's like from what they're telling from the show, they have provided enough reasonable doubt that I would have a tough time finding the people guilty. So I don't know, just from a different perspective, and it does, like I said, it gives them from both sides. So you have to have a story that tells it from both sides. But I would definitely recommend it if you haven't been watching it. So yeah, definitely catch up with it on the app, because you can watch it on ABC's app, and I think it comes on Saturday nights, maybe. But like I said, I haven't got that far yet, so I haven't got to watch it on actual TV yet, because I want to get caught up first. So hopefully maybe by this week I'll get caught up. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Are you trying to kill Lindsay?
No. Were you videoing that?
No. I just now started videoing.
Now approaching Rogers Station.
Let me see. Hi!
Who are you hiding from?
You say don't video me?
So I made homemade lasagna tonight. Homemade noodles and everything. Stacy and Lindsay both tried it. Let's get their opinion. What did you think, Stacy?
This is my review. 1 thumb up, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up.
Could you tell a difference with it being homemade pasta?
I tried the teeth feel, and I couldn't tell a big difference, but maybe a little.
Good?
It was very good.
What about you, Lindsay Lou?
I only had a bite about this big, but what I had was tasty. I would eat it again.
Here is the finished product with our chunk missing out of it. Sorry for the messy stove. I'll have to wash it off. I made a little mess when I was cooking. But like I said, I made the noodles and everything. I was going to film that, but I get distracted too easily. And plus I was trying to clean my new pasta maker. It's pretty cool. It worked out a lot better than I thought it would, because I wasn't sure when I saw the box and the 4 million different pieces yesterday. But it's got the thing to flatten the dough, and this one has 2 different kinds of pasta. This one is the angel hair and lasagnette, and this one is the fettuccine and the spaghetti, and this is the ravioli. The one I was really wanting it for was the ravioli, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like the ravioli one or not, because they're tiny raviolis. So I don't know. I'll try it again and see. I did try it tonight, but they didn't come out so well. So I don't know. We'll see. So I just finished my run. I am now walking back to my car. Probably would have videoed a bit sooner, but I haven't quite gotten comfortable talking when there are other people around the screen. Sometimes I'm okay because they'll think it's a phone call, and I'm okay with that. But
sometimes I feel a little weird if other people are around. My family, I can kind of deal with that because they're used to it by now, but if it's other people, sometimes it makes me feel a little weird. Anyway, finished my run. This Southeast Tennessee heat and humidity is really killing my endurance because I really wanted to stop, but I didn't. I had got my full 30 minutes in, right at 2.9 miles, I think, which I had a little over 3 miles in my training runs before the heat really picked up. But so I think, when it cools off in the fall, I'll probably get back there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much right now because this heat is bad, and I'm just not going to push myself to the point of exhaustion when it's just, a hobby, fitness, staying in shape, so that's what I'm going to just try and do, just keep going. But like I said, I finished. Proud of myself for finishing, almost back to my car. Didn't get to run yesterday. That's why I came today, because I don't usually run on Fridays, but I didn't get to yesterday, so I had to today. And I had to come right after work because there's a chance of some storms tonight, and I wanted to make sure I got it in before that so I can just go home, walk out, listen, kind of chill out. I'll talk to you guys soon. So, the Michaels here in town is closing down, and Stacy was a good sister and went and got me some stuff. Big muffin pan, please, and duct tape, and a cupcake holder,
I have something I'd
and a
like to tell
couple
your
of
followers.
bags, and silicone baking mat, and a Mickey Mouse cake pan, and a swirl cake tip kit thing,
No, really.
and some perler beads. And Stacy's about to have a fit because she wants to be mean.
I worked for 12 hours today. I went in at 6:45. I left work at around 7, but the last 15 minutes of that I was talking to somebody. So we'll say 12 hours. And then Jennifer wants me to go to Michael's, and I said, but I'm tired. I really don't want to, but I will if you really want me to. And so then I went, and I found what she wanted. I searched diligently, so I was in there for a little while doing that. And then I got in line. Do you want to know how long I stood in line for? An hour and 50 minutes. Go ahead, ask her in the comments below if she would have waited in line for me for an hour and 50 minutes, because my bet would be no. In fact, she said, I might, and I said, no, you wouldn't. You would not wait in line for me for an hour and 50 minutes. So go ahead, ask her in the comments. Would you have waited in line for Stacy? Because the answer is, and I almost didn't get my sandwich that I wanted to get, and I was hungry.
I feel like I need to also say, however, that I wouldn't have had her go had she not sent me a text telling me that everything was 50% off and you could also use the coupon. And I also feel like I need to say that she ended up spending more money than I did. Just saying. However, I will give her the benefit of the doubt that they did overcharge her for one thing. They didn't give her at 50% off. I told her she needed to go back and tell them, but she said she wasn't waiting in that line again. I told her I would check because they overcharged her. But anyway, yeah, her total was more than mine. But I got this for $1.50 cheaper than it is on Amazon. Because I was wanting it on Amazon, but I couldn't order it because it was an add-on only item. And it was $1.50 cheaper.
That wouldn't have been more.
Add no electricity in a lot of places in this surrounding area to an already Saturday morning crowd at Hardee's, and this is what you get. I am literally lined up into the road, but we have no electricity. I even stopped at our church for a second, and we sometimes have power there even when we don't at home because they are on a different power supply. And so I kind of look rough because I threw on clothes in the dark, and I don't even think that I brushed my hair. Maybe should have done that before I started videoing. But anyway, so now I am waiting in line at Hardee's to get breakfast, and I'm in the parking lot now. I'm so hungry. So much though for getting to enjoy my Saturday morning with no plans because stormed last night. Apparently the power went off about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was asleep, so I slept through the storms, thank heavens. But
Like I said, woke up with no electricity, have a headache. Took some Advil about 7:45. I should have taken some in the mid-morning because I did wake up once and my head was starting to hurt, but I didn't because I was hoping I would just sleep it off. It didn't work. So my headache is getting a little bit better. It still hurts, and I think it's all sinuses because it's all like right here, but it hurts. But anyway, so now I'm just waiting in line. Hopefully it won't take too long. Not the creek. That is the field. And that's how fast it's running right now because of all of the rain last night. It's pretty high.
Sherwin-Williams during the 4-day super sale and bring color home. On July 20th through June, because the best part of your day is putting on what feels good. Get comfortable in Skechers Go Walk Joy. And I walked through a snowstorm for a cigarette.
Walking this afternoon. There's the pups, and the creek is still way up, but you can see the little island in the middle now that you couldn't see this morning. It's definitely went down quite a bit throughout the day. We'll walk over here and look at it from this side. Pups, he's being stubborn. I think he wants to go further because a lot of times he'll go further. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell a difference. It's not running nearly as high. And that water, of course the sun's bright, so I don't know if it's gonna focus or not over there, but the water that was in the field this morning's gone. And it was up to that log this morning, I think, so it's definitely not running nearly as hard or as high. He absolutely loves playing in this ditch. I think he's so hot now he actually laid down in it. I don't think I've ever seen him lay down in it. But he said he was just hot and he needed to lay down. Now he's digging again.